Hello, it's Euro Cine Expo 2024 in Munich. I'm in the Coal Bunker, Hall 1 of the show, where the Imago Eye of the Lens exhibition is on, of the huge format photographs of cinematographers. And I'm standing next to Claire Pijman's portrait with Claire.
Hello.
Hello, good to meet you. Thanks for
meet
spending
you.
the time to talk to us. We were chatting before we started filming that these kind of events offer you a great opportunity to actually network with your peers and other people, which you don't really get outside of this sort of place, do you?
Yeah, I think it's for cinematographers not so much. Directors maybe more for festivals, but yeah, for me this is also gathering with other cinematographers and going to all the symposia. There's so very good lectures of all kind of
Yeah.
things, and you meet people, see what they're working on, what if they have new techniques to. Yeah, so it's really a joy. I
Yeah.
like it a lot.
So have you seen some of the seminars today? And the
Yeah, I went
yeah.
to some
What
seminars.
one stood out to you as most interesting?
Well, I went on to look at the lens, which I liked a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
About what the lens comparisons. You can
Yeah.
see you do lens tests yourself, but they also have other lenses, and you see people talking about it. And I went to a panel about LED lights. Yeah, it's very interesting. And since everything is so every year is evolving so
Yeah.
much, every year something that was new last year is old and
Yeah.
something new, and there are improvements. So
Yeah.
it's really good to stay up to date.
Yeah, and it's like you say, the pace of change now is phenomenal, really, isn't it? You know, there's technologies come out that they dominate everything for a year or two, then they become almost obsolete.
Yeah.
So, as a DP, you can test lenses and cameras more or less whenever you want, can't you? There's production. Sometimes you're told what camera package to use, probably. I don't. But is actually seeing the manufacturers at this kind of show useful? Like especially lenses.
Yeah, it's very useful. It's very useful because I work a lot in documentary too. So then I have my own set and my things, and now I'm shifting more to fiction. And then it's really good to see what's out there and what can be used. And a lot of people have tips like, oh, you should look at that new thing or that new thing. Or, yeah, I really like it.
Yeah.
That you can try things out and test and get direct connection with the manufacturers is very important. That when I bought my camera, I went to the factory because I really want to know where it came from,
yes, yeah.
the people who made it. So it's the same here. You
Yeah.
really meet the people behind the gear, and
Yeah.
that's all I really like.
Which, yeah, like you say, that connection is brilliant. Isn't it? It's interesting. It struck me this year. It's quite interesting. A lot of manufacturers are producing lenses quite a lot of the time at a slightly lower price point to complement their existing ranges for like B-roll or whatever kind of thing, but they would also make fantastic documentary lenses, and you can buy a package of lenses or rent them for quite a reasonable price now. I mean, is that something that's critical to you? You've got to find the quality but also the cost.
Yeah, I am interested in all those lenses and to test them, but I do have a specific taste, and it also depends on the project. But for documentary, for example, it's very nice to work with the lenses. You know what they do, and you have to come in so many unpredictable sceneries that you really want to know what your gear is doing and responding on it. So that's what I like. I'm still waiting for that great, like in the earlier days, you had lenses going from super wide to small in the digital world, and now with all the bigger new sensors, that lens doesn't exist anymore.
No.
And you had it on, I used to shoot on 16mm film a lot, so the lenses for that you don't have now with the new digital cameras, and I'm waiting for that actually.
Tell them all about it and they'll work on it.
Yeah, I'll tell.
Need to know. So, what's your next project? What are you looking at working on next?
Next, I'm working on a project that when I do documentaries, I also do my own shooting. So I'm now preparing my next documentary. Right. But I just finished as a DOP working on a German production. It's called The Gate, and it was directed by Jasmin Harold and Michael David Beamish. and it's going out in cinemas next month
Oh, right,
in
brilliant, yeah.
Germany, and that was a really great project to work on, and I got very good possibilities for the grading. I worked with a great grader, and
Oh,
I'm
great,
really
yeah.
happy that it's
Yeah.
out, and
That's good, yeah.
very excited. So,
And it must be great when, like you say, everything comes together. You know, working with the grader as well as
yeah, it was
get on
a
with the
really
director.
great project. I guess also,
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm really excited that
Excellent,
it will
yeah.
be shown here in cinemas next month.
Yeah. Well, thanks for spending the time to talk to us, Claire. Pleasure to meet you, and
Cool.
it's a beautiful portrait.
Okay.